first?
Yep.
Which song? Which song on?
How long is the song for, so we know when to come in? We are live, by the way.
Okay. I got Chrome. Go to Chrome. Press stop. Auto DJ. Oh, good. Done. The other side. The other side. That's it. Go up the top. Underneath the outside the encoder. Go up further up, slightly up. Underneath where the writing is. Highlight. And then press the triangle. The triangle.
The play button. That always throws me off when you do that. I'm like, the triangle.
Because I said to people, press the play, and they go, what's that?
Oh.
So I have to say triangle. That's it. So that's doing that live now.
Okay, I need to turn on Esther's mic.
That's it. Yeah, and yours is that's Esther's. No, yours is red.
Oh, that's my one.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I just click that one. I want to click this.
Click it off. No, click. Yeah. So yeah. Let's sit that in the shot.
I love this song. I wish I could sing. Okay. Go with us. Speak through us. Confidence. Hi everyone, I'm literally playing Jill Scott, Living My Life Like It's Golden. Because of licensing reasons, we can't play out loud, unfortunately, but hopefully you are tuned in to powerextra.co.uk. You remember Esther from last week? Say hi, Esther.
Hi everybody. How are you guys today? The weather's amazing. I hope you guys have been enjoying the sun. If you're driving home, if you're at home, I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you are enjoying it. I can't wait for us to pick up where we finished off last week. Really good discussion last week.
Yeah.
Very, very good. I really enjoyed it.
It was fun.
Yeah. If you listened in, message us. Let us know how you feel it went. And don't forget to also message in today as well. We'd like to hear from you. So today we're going to be focusing on
which aspect? You can see that in the camera. Good evening everyone, and welcome to Talks with Desrine. My name is Desrine and I'm a mindset coach and a female empowerment specialist. And today I have my lovely co-host Esther. Say hi, Esther.
Hello everyone, good evening. And my name is Esther Alade. I'm a presenter and also a host. And I'm excited to come back on the show with Desiree.
Yeah, so this is your first time on my radio show.
On the radio show, yes. Last time we were on the YouTube page,
yes,
which was lovely, amazing. So it's a good experience overall.
Good.
Loving it.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're also listening, we are live streaming on my YouTube channel, Talks with Desrine. So Esther, last week we spoke about confidence.
We did.
Yes.
It was really good actually. We touched on so many different things, from the difference between confidence and self-esteem. And then we had so many people message in. We had a lady who messaged in about recently losing so much weight but not feeling confident in her new body, not wanting to go out, not wanting just not knowing how to socialize in her new self.
Yeah.
And I think you being a great, you know, female empowerment coach, you know, she gave some really good tips on how to take the necessary steps for her to improve her confidence.
Yeah.
Can you touch on one of the things you said to her?
Yeah. For me, it was really important to start the show on letting people know what is confidence.
Exactly.
Because everyone has their own definition. But coming from a point of view as a coach, you know, confidence is the ability that you have in something. So it's your confidence in doing, say, your job. So some people can be extremely confident being a school teacher.
Exactly.
And they feel very confident in that line of work.
Yeah.
But in other areas are not very
so
confident.
Yeah.
And that's where we start to look at your self-esteem, because your self-esteem is how you value yourself. And they're very two different things, but a lot of people get them mixed up. So it was good to be able to explain that.
Yeah, and differentiate the two, the difference between the two.
Yes.
Which was good.
So this week I'm really, really excited because we're talking about going bare.
We are.
Yes. And I actually got a message when I tweeted out the show, and it was a guy, typically.
What
and
did
he was
say?
Like, are you going naked?
Oh, please. Typical men.
Now, we all know that I'm not shy.
No.
I am not shy. I'm not shy. I believe that the beauty is in just being yourself without any clothes, without any makeup, you know. And I love doing nude paintings for artists.
Yeah.
As you're aware, Esther,
I
had a painting or a drawing rather hands up in the gallery, and had a couple of points that you wanted to share with me.
Oh, you put me on a spot there. I thought we were going to talk about this later on.
All right, we'll talk about it later on.
We can talk about it.
We'll touch on it now.
Yeah.
A little bit.
It's you saying I have a couple of points. It's not that I have a couple of points. I think there's different people's understanding of confidence. As you said, I don't necessarily feel that you have to go completely naked to feel confident in your own body.
Sure.
So I personally wouldn't have a nude photo or a nude painting of myself done and hang up in a gallery. I didn't feel the need to do that. I think, would I go naked? Yes. In the four corners of my own home.
But how often is that though, Esther?
Often, I don't want anyone coming in and watching me at home now. But I do at times, walk around the house. It's my home.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable, just, you know, little, don't have to put that much clothes on, especially now the weather's so warm. I can just walk around the house naked. Yeah. Do my ironing.
You do your ironing naked?
Yeah.
And she says to me, there's no need to have my picture hands up in the gallery.
That's for everyone to see. I don't feel that I need everyone to see me in my bare form, in my naked form, for me to prove that I'm confident.
And it's quite interesting that you're saying that, and we'll do a whole nother show about that, because what I actually really want to do is get the artist in. Okay. The person whose work this is, and I would like her to come in. Her name is Kim. She's an amazing photographer, and it was an absolutely amazing show. It was actually photo, and then she edited it.
Oh.
And if you had to come to the gallery opening, you'd have been blown away, because there was all these beautiful women of color, of all different sizes, and were you all naked? And shapes. Yeah, and we were all expressing who we were in the absolute naked form. Okay. And like I said to you last week, I believe that confidence is being comfortable being uncomfortable. And I feel that once you're able to step out of that, you become this amazing person, because you're no longer worrying about other people's thoughts or judgments. You literally are just being who you are. But the reason why I really, really like the point that you raised, that you don't have to go naked to show that you are confident, brings us to the topic of today. And we want to speak about Alicia Keys going bare.
Bare as in no makeup.
As in no makeup.
Let's be clear.
As in no makeup. And she got a lot of support of not wearing any makeup. And I believe, I've got my notes here, her campaign is called #NoMakeup. And she was quoted saying, to fit in or be thought of as beautiful, you have to cover up to be a bit closer to perfect. And that's what she wrote in an essay for Lenny Letter. She also went on to saying that she felt really uncomfortable to leave her home without having any makeup. So again, touching on your point about you don't have to be naked to show that you're confident. The upside of this is that, is she now telling women that if you are confident, then you shouldn't wear makeup?
It sounds a little bit, I don't think that's what she's saying. But I think personally, especially for somebody like her who's in the public eye, she's used to looking a certain way. We expect her to look a certain way. Her videos she's made up. She's she's portraying an image, a brand to us. So suddenly, if we see her all toned down, people think, "What's up? What's going on? What's happening?" With, and also because they do get photographed a lot, don't they?
Yeah, that's one of the things that she was saying.
Yeah, so maybe she's just fed up of putting up appearances, and I think we all do that. Going to work, you always want to put up a certain look, you want to look a certain way. Being a presenter, I feel that I have to have certain amounts of makeup on to cover my face for TV as well. And sometimes I have to portray a certain image. I'm learning to say no, but in the beginning it's almost like, oh, I have to look this way. Yeah. But now it's almost like, actually, no, this is me, and this is how I feel comfortable. So I'm learning to feel comfortable in my own skin, especially because when you're in the public eye, you do feel judged a lot, or you have to be ready for criticisms. People will criticize you no matter what. Your brand is out there, and people will judge you based on how you put your foot forward. Yeah, I mean, I was reading a couple of the tweets, and some of the tweets were, well, it's okay for Alicia Keys. It's okay when you have, nice skin, or what they perceive to be nice skin. So, we also need to speak for the women. Or ask women out there, the women that do have skin that they want to cover up, maybe because they've had marks from spots, or scars, and they feel uncomfortable. I mean, I'm not wearing any makeup today. I'm very comfortable without wearing any makeup. Sometimes I do my videos and I put them up with no makeup, but that's because I forgot to put makeup on. But I've never been, I'm like a tomboy, believe it or not. When I was younger, I just loved, baggy jumpers, jeans, and Tims, and I'm still very much like that now. But I have another side of me that's very, very girly. So when I am growing up with the girls, I want to put my makeup on. But sometimes I just want to run around. It's not that, I'm not that close to makeup. I don't have a close relationship to makeup. And I started wearing makeup at a very late age. Same here, actually. Did you? Yeah. What age were you? So I think in my late 20s. I started wearing makeup. If I look back at pictures of me 21, 22, hardly any makeup on. All I was fixated on was getting my eyebrows done. As long as my eyebrows were perfect, I was happy to walk around with Vaseline, lip gloss, and I'm done. But just do my eyebrows and then a little bit of lashes, put my mascara on, and that's it, I'm done. But only towards my late 20s, I started to put a bit more makeup on. And I think with all the tutorials and everything out there, you kind of think, oh, I like that look, I want to try that look. And then I start experimenting with lipsticks. I only started wearing lipstick in the last couple of years. One of my nieces, she does my makeup, little Kemi Alao. And she's always like, oh, Auntie B, she calls me Auntie B. Auntie B, just try this one, this heroin. I'm like, I don't want it. I think it's too bright. Ruby Roo, the red, bright red. I'm like, no, I don't want it. But now I'm actually getting used to wearing them. But before I'd look at myself and think, I'm like a clown. I actually used to do that. I think too much makeup doesn't suit me. But I think that some women wear it really, really well. And just going back to some of the tweets, a lot of people were saying that, she's very brave because now she does her concerts with no makeup on. Does she? Yeah. And she's literally just said, that's it, I don't want to wear any makeup. I mean, I didn't know she even had freckles. And I know a lot of ladies that don't like their freckles and they want to cover it. I have freckles. Do you? Yeah. And I do you cover yours up? Yeah. Why? I don't know. I think it looks weird because I'm dark skinned and I've got these freckles on my cheeks. So do you believe that freckles are only for people of lighter skin? No, I just don't think it goes in my tone. I'd prefer to just have one skin tone, which I don't have. And I think I got that from my granddad on my mum's side. So I just put a bit of foundation on just to blend my skin tone. Because I think for me, just two tones, it looks weird. It's literally all you see is the freckles on my cheeks. Yeah. And then, see, I think that it's okay if you want to wear makeup. Yeah. But when you feel like you're not you without your makeup, then there's an issue. I believe so. Yeah. And same with your clothes. I'm not saying that when you go out as a lady and you're done up and you're wearing something nice, do you get discount at the store? Yes, you do. If you go in with, baggy clothes, will you still get the discount? Probably not.
But I understand that's the world that we live in. But I really want our ladies to know that you have to really love yourself first and foremost. And everything else is just an add-on.
Secondary.
Yeah, I mean, before I used to have shaved hair. And a lot of women believe that your hair made you beautiful. And I was making a point that actually hair doesn't make you beautiful. I make me beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think that your beauty has to start from within. So even though I think it's quite amazing that Alicia Keys, for her, because this is her own personal journey, that she felt that she had to stop wearing makeup for her to feel like herself again. And that's great. But what was really interesting when I did some more research was that a rapper called Little Mama.
Okay.
Do you know who she is? I think her name is, I can't pronounce her first name.
Okay.
But her last name is Kirkland. And you do know her. She's like a rapper. She's an American rapper. Maybe I'll find one of her songs on a break and play it for you. If you know who she is, the people that are watching on our live stream on YouTube, do message in.
Send me a photo.
Send a photo, please. Help our case here. But yeah, she did the similar thing when she was in Cancun.
She went black makeup.
And she had no makeup on.
Did she perform?
No, she was just taking selfies. And she had 2 little pigtails.
Yeah.
And she didn't get support. You know, people made a lot of fun of her on Twitter, saying that she looked just like Mike in that movie Little Bow Wow.
No.
Yeah. They also said that she looked like that little girl from Polar Express. And Little Mama, she is much more darker than Alicia Keys. And then some people were also putting across, okay, if you had someone like Chili, and do you know Chili from TLC? And if she didn't have no makeup,
it'll be fine. But she hardly wears makeup, Chili, right?
Yeah. And she's a very, very beautiful woman. But it's just interesting to see that why is it okay for some women, but not for others?
So we're talking about skin complexions here.
I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm just saying what I saw on Twitter. It just seemed very peculiar to me that Alicia Keys is praised, not just from people on Twitter, but people in media. And then there's another artist doing exactly the same thing,
and she's not.
And she doesn't have any support. Actually, she actually tweeted her response.
Okay.
Which I will read out for you all now.
But could it be because Alicia Keys has more of a bigger fan base than Little Mama? Alicia Keys is more known.
Possibly.
More in the media eye than Little Mama. So it's almost like people will be able to, like, with Alicia Keys, you know her brand, you know who she is. So you can maybe relate to her more than Little Mama, maybe.
Possibly, but what I didn't appreciate was the comments. It's fair enough to say, okay, maybe she's not as famous as Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't justify the backlash. It doesn't justify people making fun of her. Yeah. If we're going to celebrate women not wearing makeup, we need to celebrate all women.
Yeah.
And I think that's a problem that we have in sisterhood.
Yeah.
As girlfriends, that we don't seem to want to support each other.
No.
And we shouldn't have to wait for that person to be famous. It could be your friend next door.
That's true.
It could be a girl that you don't know and you see every day. Say to her, wow, you look pretty.
Yeah.
That it's okay
not to wear makeup.
Yeah, and it's okay to show love to other females. And I find that there isn't enough support.
I get you.
But this is what she said.
Yeah.
I can look myself bare in the mirror and be happy with what I see. Natural hair, natural beauty, natural body. Some people wear so much wigs, weave and makeup, they forget how they really look. This trip is really encouraging the importance of taking care of me, not the things I brought and added on.
Oh, that is so true though, because I do feel like we're becoming more, I guess with internet and everything else now, we're looking a bit more plasticky, I think. I think we're all trying to conform to this idea of what beauty should look like.
Yeah.
With all this contouring. Even
I know, isn't it amazing?
I'm actually guilty of that as well. Get my makeup done. I'm like, yeah, can you do me some contour? And because I've seen that look that I guess I've been told is more desirable. You want to look that way because that's the glamour look, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's the glamorous look. So yeah, can I look like that?
That's a really important point that you
I think
hit on there. Do you think that women look at magazines and say that's the definition of beautiful and that's what they try to mimic?
without a doubt, I think we're influenced by what we see. Yes. Because there's always an example out there that we always trying to emulate, aren't we? So I think that's, yeah, definitely. And you've always been told that this is what's in vogue. This is the new trend. So sometimes people want to follow the trend, and you want to be part of the trend.
Yeah. When's the last time you went out without no makeup?
The thing is, I don't wear that much makeup. I do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
And that's literally just foundation, eyebrows, lip gloss. Like today. And I might put an eyeshadow on.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time. I can't actually remember the last time I went out without makeup. Yeah, honest truth.
Why is that?
I don't know. I'm just used to blending my skin. I just think once I put the foundation on, I feel more refreshed.
Interesting.
It's like greasing my skin, moisturizing my skin, moisturizing my skin. If I don't moisturize it, then I get all ashy. So I don't want the ashy look. So I moisturize to give me a bit of shine.
Okay.
So yeah, it's all part of me now. It's my routine, and I can't go anywhere without my lip gloss or Vaseline, and I have to put my eyebrows on.
Would you say that's your comfort?
Yeah.
Is it like you're stepping into you when you put your makeup on?
When I say that's my comfort, image, it's me. I recognize me more if once I put my makeup on. I feel more like, okay, I want to look like this.
So what would happen if your makeup got kidnapped? If I kidnapped your makeup bag for a week,
then I'll find a way to blend my skin, to take away the shine on my forehead once in a while. I don't know, I'd manage somehow, I guess.
So,
but that did happen. I lost my makeup back in the airport.
Yeah.
On the plane. And I called them up. So for 3 days, I hate losing things.
Okay.
So if I can't remember how I could have misplaced it, it bothers me. So lucky enough, they had actually found it in the plane.
Yeah.
So for 3 days, I didn't have any makeup.
And how did you feel in those 3 days?
I was okay. I still had some things. I took something from my sister.
But how would you feel if you had no makeup and you had to go to an important meeting? Would you still go out there? Because I know you're very ambitious, and and I do look up to you as another female doing her thing. Would you still be able to go out there and have a successful meeting without no makeup on?
Yes.
Good.
I think I'd be determined enough to say yes. As long as I had the right clothing on. Yeah. Because that's another part, isn't it? Dressing the part and having the right information. I think the most important thing is having the right information. Yeah. So if I can present myself well based on facts and based on what I know, I think that should be enough as opposed to how I look. Yeah. And I'd hope that it's not all based on looks because you should have substance as well.
Yeah. Now I'm happy that you said that because again, confidence, self-esteem, it has to come within side of you. If you're so used to having other things that make you feel confident or make you feel beautiful, then it's almost like it's not really real. Yeah. Because you're only feeling that in that instant.
That's true.
So
Coach coming out. Coach Dee.
I would have to say my makeup bag has very few things in it.
Okay.
I have my foundation, my powder, concealer, and every shade of red lipstick you can find.
Oh wow! Okay.
I love lipstick. I love lipstick. Okay. I love lipstick. And some days I'd go out with no foundation on. Yeah. But as long as my eyebrows are done lovely,
you're fine.
And I've got my lipstick on. Yeah. Then I'm good. What's that one item in your makeup bag that you couldn't live without?
My Vaseline. Seriously. My lips get really dry. I don't know because I lick my lips all the time, but constantly have to moisturize my lips. I hate seeing chappy lips. And
it's not cute. No. It's not cute.
So yeah, Vaseline.
Well, the phone number.
What's the one thing you can't do that?
My lipstick.
Okay, cool.
It's definitely my lipstick. Definitely my lipstick. But we want to hear from you, ladies. So do call in on 07876 044510 and let us know what's that one thing that you couldn't live without in your makeup bag.
Yeah, call in.
It's definitely lipstick for me. Definitely.
And guys, tell us as well. I'm really interested to know what is a routine like for men? Is it, do you have to have bulky arms to feel confident?
Yeah.
You know, what is your daily routine before you leave your house? Some guys put on makeup now as well.
I know, but that's a whole nother topic,
Yeah.
right? But what I would like to know from some of our male viewers is, what do you feel about women who wear makeup? Because I have a lot of male friends, and it's really funny because what we think, this is the thing, men will always be men.
Yeah.
But what we think that they want isn't what they want.
No.
They actually like women to look very natural. You know, and my boyfriend said to me, "Oh, you look exactly the same first thing in the morning than you do during the day."
That's good. That's a good thing.
I had to stop and think for a minute. I was like, okay, we've only just got back together, so careful now.
At least there's no shocker.
Yeah, but you know, there are some people out there that look very, very different with their makeup on, and it's almost that they change.
Yeah, but you can do
what
that
they actually look like.
Yeah.
What's your point on that? What's your point of view on that?
I don't think it's good. Obviously, because it's a different perception you're putting out there. And you've heard stories about people divorcing. No,
I kid you not. Did you hear about that Chinese man who divorced his wife?
We have a family group chat on WhatsApp, and that's one thing one of my sisters brought up, that why can't you people be natural? You know, you're out there deceiving men. That's why the men end up leaving the women, because nobody's been true to themselves. But I think there's a lot of pressure, especially with the young ones now, because so many young girls are piling on the makeup, looking twice as old. And like, give your skin a chance to breathe. Just be young and just enjoy it. I can't ever remember having a bag full of makeup when I was at secondary school. I wasn't even allowed to wear makeup. So, but 18-year-olds, 9 upwards, are really going onto YouTube and really,
I mean, even younger than that, I've seen some girls like 13 to wear makeup.
Yeah, I think society now, because it's so visual now, isn't it, as well? There's so much access to visual things out there that people are trying to conform, as opposed to really looking within. So I think that's the biggest issue we're having right now. But back to your question about people completely changing their appearance, I think there's something wrong. If you have to change who you are, there's something deeply wrong. If you're not comfortable with your own face, but you have to paint a completely different face on, I think sometimes you should be able to let that all out and just go there. And I try to do that. Naturally, when you see me, I don't have as much makeup on as I do on screen. So I try to maintain a natural look as much as possible.
The thing is, I think it's your choice if you want to wear makeup. And it's okay if you want to wear makeup.
But not to change what your features are completely.
You see, I think that's up to you if that's what you want to do. I'm not here to tell anyone what's right and what's wrong. As a coach, what I'm concerned about is why you're doing that. If you're doing that because you think you're not very attractive, or you're doing that because you have no self-worth, then that is when we need to work on a few things. I mean, because we can even talk about hair. You know, some women, they like to change their hair all the time. You know, I used to be like that. I used to have one minute, I used to have a long curly hair weave, then I used to have a straight weave, then I would have an afro. And that wasn't because I was insecure of who I was as a woman and a woman of color. I was just experimenting. So these women could just be doing that with their makeup, and it's their way of expressing themselves. And I'm down for women expressing themselves. But I just want our ladies to know that they are as beautiful with makeup as they are without makeup. And on that note, we're going to go on a break. But do call us in. Do call in with your questions, anything that you want to ask us. Or you can log into YouTube and find me on Talks with Desrine, and we are live streaming. And again, the telephone number is 07 876 044 510.
Okay. So let's put the question out there. So what is the one item you can't live without?
So when I press this button, That's when you can just speak to our lovely viewers.
Okay.
I love this song. I love this song. Do you remember this song?
Yeah. This was what, back in the 90s? Yeah.
That's when they made the best music, right? We're playing TLC Pretty. I love this song.
If you can feel it.
You're gonna sing for us?
If you want it, but it won't go. You can buy all the makeup men can make, but if you can't look
Sing it,
inside
girl.
you, be in a position to think I'm pretty too.
Did you see my my singing on Instagram today?
No. Okay, the work. Yeah. Oh gosh. But it is interesting, isn't it? What's the number again? 07.
So the number is 07876 044510. I'm putting the mic back on now, okay? Okay, so that's it. And that was good old TLC and Pretty. Oh, what a tune.
Yes, those were the days. 90s. I'm sure I can remember what I was in I was in secondary school. I'll give up my age now. And there were three of us who were really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
We actually thought we were TLC. So there was Left Eye, there was Chili, and there was T-Boss.
Who are you?
I was
T-Boss.
Because I was a bit more tomboyish. And Lavon was, my friend Lavon, she was Chili because she had the long hair.
Mm-hmm.
And then Marie was Left Eye because she had the shiny looking kind of pretty eyes, as you call it. But yeah, back in the days.
I remember Salt and Pepper.
Yeah.
Me and my cousins always were like, yeah, we're going to be turned up with Salt and Pepper. But I just want to say welcome back to all of our listeners, and welcome to everyone that's tuning in to my YouTube page, Talks with Desrine. We are live streaming. Welcome back. And for new listeners, I am Desrine, and this is Talks with Desrine, and we are here with the lovely Esther.
Thank you.
So
yes,
yes,
so much fun. Yeah,
we are. So today we're talking about going bare, no makeup.
Yeah.
And what was he talking about before we went on a break?
So we were talking about women completely changing their appearance with makeup and whether that was right or wrong. And I think we kind of concluded that it wasn't wrong, similar to experimenting with hair, if that's what you choose to do. But if you're actually altering your features day in, day out, and you feel insecure about your features, then that's something you need to look at and deal with. Because really you should. You are you. So embrace every single part of you. No one's going to be you. So if your nose is a little bit crooked, that's just you. You just have a little crooked nose. You know, no one's perfect. And I don't think we should conform to the idea of beauty as being perfect. You know, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, as people say. So you have to look at yourself and appreciate who you are. You know, every single day. Don't forget to tell yourself. Don't forget to, you know, do your affirmations, your declaring and letting yourself know that regardless of whatever your faults or your weaknesses are, you have something unique.
Yeah, I like to tell my clients and my friends that you are perfect in all your imperfections.
Lovely.
And that is why I was asking you, you know, about your freckles. And, you know, for our listeners that have just joined us, Esther says that she covers up her freckles. Now, you've just told our listeners that you should embrace every part of you.
You should.
So what about your freckles? Why don't you embrace your freckles?
I just don't think my freckles goes on my skin tone.
Okay, so what about someone else that feels that way? And we're saying, and you're saying to them, you know, embrace who you are. You see, that's why I tell people you are perfect in your imperfections. Like, literally, to be bare is to be like, this is who I am. This is who I am. And I'm happy with who I am. You know, with my nose that you might not think is perfect.
True.
With my freckles that, you know, you may not think goes with my skin.
But it's so funny because, you know, people actually love my freckles. Yeah. But I don't know. I just look at it and just think,
But when did you start not liking your freckles? Because not liking something that's on you is saying that you don't like you. It's a part of you.
Really?
Yes. I have scars. And we're going to share this.
Okay.
When I had an operation, I had a very, very bad situation, where they had to cut me open. And the reason why I want to share this is because I really want to include those women out there that are not wearing makeup for vanity purposes, so to speak, They're wearing makeup because they may have a birthmark on their face, or they may have been scarred with an accident, you know, and they choose to wear makeup to maybe to stop people from staring at them. I still wear bikinis. Okay. And I wear my bikinis because there's nothing for me to feel ashamed of. And my scars are part of me. You know, and I always say to people that in life you're going to get scars, but it doesn't show that you're damaged or you're weak. It shows that you're a warrior. It shows that you went to war and you came out alive. You know, so I wear all my scars with pride, and because it's a part of me. And if someone comes up to me and they say, oh, you know, why do you have a scar there? Then that's for me to explain. And if I don't feel like going there, because sometimes you don't want to go back into that memory, then you just say to the person, you know, this is not the right time, I don't want to speak about it. But I don't think you should hide it. I don't think you should hide your freckles. And that's it. I've said it. I've said it out there. It's a part of you. And somewhere along in life, you learn that wasn't beautiful.
I don't think it's not beautiful. I think it looks okay. I just don't like it on me. If that makes sense.
No.
I just want one fair skin. I think it's a contradiction between, because I'm quite dark and then you just got these like freckle things here. So I'm just like,
but they could be green and it wouldn't matter because they're part of you. As she laughs nervously.
Because I'm thinking, oh, green.
Yeah, but my point is, it doesn't matter. It's a part of you, and we're all different.
True.
Okay, and sometimes we're conditioned to think a certain way, and you're not even aware that you've even been conditioned because it's so deeply rooted in your subconscious mind. Somewhere along in life, you saw or was taught that having beautiful skin means that it has to be all even. Like you've seen it somewhere. You've grown up with that ideology.
I think that's what I appreciate when I look at something. That's me looking at it and thinking everything has to be smooth.
Yeah, but you learnt that somewhere.
Possibly, yeah. I guess so. I think it's learned behaviour, isn't it? Yeah.
You know, and that's why media have such a big influence on us women. And just going back to my my naked picture, that is why that was such an empowering statement, to be sat down, not airbrushed, just sat in my imperfections, if you want to call it imperfections.
When you were asked to do it, did you have any hesitation at all?
We have a caller. Hello, welcome to Talk to Desrine. You're speaking to Desrine. Hello. We can't hear you. Yes, go ahead.
Who is it? Who is it?
What's your name? Hold on, bear with us for a moment.
Type your question on Facebook at the same time as well, if you can.
Yes, type your question in, because we can't hear. This line is very, very faint. Oh, hold on 1 second. Let's try this. Hello? Perfect. Oh, yes. Perfect. Welcome, welcome. What's your name? T? Hi. Hi, how are you? Your eye pencil?
Okay.
Why is that? I totally agree with you. Absolutely. I was even saying that myself. So how is your day today?
Fantastic.
Fantastic. And my darling, when's the last time you went out with no makeup on?
Okay, well done.
Well done, well done. And did you go to work today? And did anyone comment? Did anyone comment that you wasn't wearing any makeup? Oh, interesting. So are you a lady that usually wears makeup when you're going out with the girls
church?
Or to church even? So it's more of a treat for you. Good. So what do you think about Alicia Keys going barefaced? What's your views on that? Oh, really? Why is that? Yeah, I mean, I would like to encourage everyone to feel comfortable in their own skin. And I think it's great that you're a lady that practices that. You know, you say that you don't really wear makeup during the week, and that's really, really good. I mean, do you have any young children, young girl children?
No.
Okay. Do you have nieces? Okay, and do they wear makeup? Ah.
That's good. And overall, how confident would you say you are on a day-to-day basis?
I'm really quite confident. As long as I am dressed very well and confident in what I am wearing, as long as I brush my teeth.
Yes, hygiene is very important.
and it's just that I'm not just ready for a party. I just think this is a weekend, so I'm working
Your focus.
exactly. I'm ready.
Fantastic. What would you say to ladies out there that are not as confident as you about not wearing makeup? What would you tell them?
I'm not really good at advice, but I'm really good at doing a trial.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I would say that to the trial, confidence is key, because I'm making confidence in life. There are so many things we cannot do. There are so many things we think that we are not possible. This is a problem. I feel that confidence is confidence.
Outside, definitely.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah.
You did. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for calling in. Would you like to tell our listeners your name again?
Yeah, I know. And plus, she does her own branding of clothing as well. So.
Oh, fantastic. Fantastic. A female entrepreneur.
Yeah,
I do like that.
We're definitely going to get some pieces.
Yeah, yes. Yes, I would love to.
All right.
Oh,
Thanks,
fantastic.
Peace.
Thank you so much for calling in. Have an amazing day.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Amazing.
Oh, she was lovely,
Yeah.
wasn't she?
So I guess she's made the point that we just said. It has to come from within.
Yeah.
So you've got to build that confidence from within yourself, and declaring and just telling yourself that you are enough. Don't allow fear to overshadow you or just take control of you. Know your strengths, and if you have any weaknesses, then develop them. But we should not allow anything to stop us from being who we are at all. So if I was to come to you, because Desiree is an amazing female empowerment coach. I can't stress that enough. And I'm learning so much from you as well. Seriously, she just gets up and just gets things done, and I just love that about her. If I was to come into your office as a client and I said, you know what are the steps? What steps do I need to improve my confidence? I'm finding it difficult to socialize with people or to speak, because sometimes people find it hard to voice their opinions amongst peers. What would you say? What steps would you tell me to take to develop my confidence?
Okay, well, first of all, I would say to you that you shouldn't compare yourself to someone else. Now, it all depends on what issue you came to me. You gave me a couple of things there. And as you know, I am a motivational speaker, so I do train people. And what I find is that people that have a fear of speaking, it's usually because of something that's happened in the past. So I do hypnotherapy as well. So what I do is I'll put them in a regression, take them back to that memory of how they felt then, and change your outcome. You see, what I do is I empower people by making them understand that they hold the control. So only you can dictate what kind of day you're going to have. And that is why I always say, be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Because really, being confident is just about stepping outside your comfort zone. Like I'm doing it every single day. And that's the only way to grow, and not to be scared of failure. Face the fear and do it anyway. And don't be scared to fail. Like failing can be a beautiful thing, because that is where you learn so much about yourself. That's where you learn, and that's where you really, really grow and find out your strengths as well as your weaknesses. And the good thing about that is that you then are able to work on your weaknesses. So if you was to come to me and say, Desrine, I'm scared of speaking in front of people. First of all, my clients are not allowed to say certain words like that.
Scared.
They can say it once. And then after that, we no longer say that. Because we have to understand that is just something that you've planted in your mind. Because humans are only scared of two things. We're only born with two fears. loud noises, and falling over. So everything else is a learned behavior. Okay, so that's how I would answer that. But in general, if someone said to me, you know, Desrine, I just don't feel that confident, I would say you have to love yourself.
Okay, how do I do that?
By starting to be grateful for all the things that you respect.
Okay.
So, for example, if you didn't know how to love yourself, I would say, okay, so what's your definition of love?
No.
So what's your definition of love, Esther? Really quickly before we wrap up.
I think just being free.
Okay.
Not holding anything back.
Okay.
And just giving back.
And knowing your definition, how would that help you knowing how to love yourself? So
being free with who I am. Okay. And not holding anything back.
There you go. See, I'm not a counselor. I'm a coach, which means that I coach you to greatness. You already know how to be amazing. You already know how to love yourself. It's just about applying it. So the first step is to love yourself. Remember that you're perfect in all your imperfections. And focus on the things that you really like about yourself. Yeah. Okay? Okay. Really do that, because we spend so much time focused on the things that we don't like about ourselves that we start getting really down. So just be who you are and be on that journey. And if you're not happy with who you are at the moment, just know that you can be, and that it is a journey. You know, and at this moment you might just be a caterpillar. And that's okay, because sometimes we go through a lot of things, and a lot of things have happened to us and have a lot of scars, and we just want to grow through it. And then eventually you become a butterfly and spread your wings and fly. I love that. So I think this topic about makeup, don't wear makeup if you don't want to. No, don't be forced. Don't be forced to conform. You don't have to conform. Yes. There's no such thing as one idea of beauty. We're all beautiful. We're all beautiful. Yeah. Yes. And let you shine through. And what I always say is, you are enough. Yes. I have to always remind myself that I am enough in all my imperfections. Yes. As Desiree just pointed out, I am enough. And let God take control. Be you. You've been uniquely made, and you have all the qualities that you need. Yeah. You are enough. And that's such a beautiful way to end the show. Yeah. I'm going to play one of my favorite songs. I really do believe in the power of music, you know, and music really makes me feel in my element. So I'm going to play us out with this song. And I want to say thank you to all our listeners for joining us. Yeah, everyone. Thank you for everyone recording. Thank you, Peace. Yes, thanks for calling in to the show. It was lovely speaking with you. Thank you for everyone who's watching us live on the YouTube channel, Talks with Desrine. And we are here every Thursday, 6 to 7, speaking about topics that affect us women in society, as well as coaching topics such as how to set goals, how to achieve them, how to be motivated. Again, confidence, self-esteem, self-love, and just learning how to be fabulous. So again, my name is Desrine, and we were joined by my lovely co-host Esther, and you've been listening to Talks with Desrine on Power Extra. Have a fabulous day. Bye, everyone. Oh, I so wish that you could hear the music that we're playing. Ooh. Had to rewind it. Had to rewind it. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, thank you so much for watching us on our live stream. Again, this has been Esther. Yeah. My name is Desrine, and we've been live on Power Extra. Join us every Thursdays, 6 to 7. Until then, stay fabulous. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye.